What's up guys, I'm Vocal Strike and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. Last time, we took out half. Well, actually most of the Dark Signers. Now, we are going to clean house, starting with Carly in Shadows of Doubt. But, before we do that, there is actually something I completely neglected to talk about with Callan in the last episode. And that is basically the manga version of him. In the manga, Yusei, Jack, Crow, and Callan did not grow up together in the satellite as kids. As well as Crow also doesn't have orphans to take care of in the manga either. He actually outright hates kids in the manga. But, so Yusei and Crow wouldn't meet each other until the D1 Grand Prix. Crow and Jack dueled at some point in the past and Crow lost. Since that's kind of one of the very similar things between all the duelists that took part in the D1 Grand Prix. They all dueled Jack in a turbo duel and lost. Yusei and Jack wouldn't meet up until Set was trying to be rushed into the hospital and Jack forced him into a duel and Yusei lost. Callan, on the other hand, actually grew up with Jack in a research facility run by Rex Goodwin. Rex was, doing research and using those kids, including Jack and Callan, as part of that research. Who would ever be all the tests, and whoever won the final duel would be adopted as Rex Goodwin's adopted son. And the two duelists that ended up dueling each other was Callan and Jack. Jack wanted out of the research facility so that he could live the good life and be king of the turbo duels. He's ambitious in the manga. Callan, on the other hand, did not want to leave any of his friends behind, so he basically threw the duel. And as a result, Callan lost. It's later revealed that he later finds out that Rex plans to kill the remaining kids, including Callan. So, after learning about this, Callan steals Jack's newly acquired Dual Dragon, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, destroys the facility and gets himself and the rest of the kids out, and escapes. Sometime later, he calls on the Skeleton Knight to give him a powerful card, which is how Callan gets his Dual Dragon, Void Ogre Dragon, which is a dark attribute level 8 dragon type synchro effect monster with 3,000 attack points and 3,000 defense points. Requires one dark tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell or trap card while you have no cards in your hand, quick effect. You can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. And in the manga, Callan did still use Infernity cards, which again is an archetype completely based around having 0 cards in your hand, so Void Ogre Dragon actually works well in this. But of course, naturally, Void Ogre Dragon basically corrupted him. Callan was always more true to his friends than anything in the manga. Very much like how Yusei is now in the anime, as by extension the manga version of Yusei that we also get to know. But when he gets Void Ogre Dragon, he changes, just like everyone else. And what ends up happening is that Callan basically becomes cold, distant. He wants to be satisfied in a duel, and whenever he manages to beat someone with no effort, he says, "I am not satisfied." He doesn't even use his Dual Dragon, he doesn't even use Void Ogre Dragon, rather, until he duels Jack again in a turbo duel. And when he uses Void Ogre Dragon, Callan basically turns into the Dark Signer Callan in terms of personality. He's completely off the walls, he is totally nuts, and everything. But Callan loses due to Jack's hot Red Dragon Archfiend and is returned back to normal. And since we are also going to be clearing up the rest of the Dark Signers, let's talk about some of the other cards as well as get into a bit more in the manga during Shadows of Doubt. I've been waiting for you, Jackie. No, you can't be a Dark Signer. But I am. Carly, who did this to you? Who, Jack? You must be joking. The answer is so obvious. You're the one responsible. No, you're mistaken. I'm the one who's trying to save you. Please. You chose to cut me off because you thought I was one of the paparazzi. Jack and Carly know each other because Jack needed some time to clear his head after his loss in the Fortune Cup. However, because, he was famous, he was in disguise and Carly helped him hide out. They basically got to know each other and they became fast friends. Carly also develops a bit of a crush. Now, Carly, being a journalist, the original idea was to get an exclusive scoop, but that later got thrown out the window with just outright helping him and actually developing feelings. Jack later discovers that the original idea was to get an exclusive interview and decides to leave because he wants nothing to do with the paparazzi right now. Makes sense. After all, he lost to someone from the satellite, and rumors start cropping up that he too was from the satellite. Which was a truth that he'd rather keep hidden. That's not true. I kept you at a distance because I didn't want you to get hurt. Jack and Carly also teamed, and injured Jack rather, and Carly actually teamed up to duel against Trudge when he was being mind controlled by Roman. Well, you failed. And now it's my turn to even the score. Ah, the irony. Before I was chasing after you and hating off your every word. But now things have gone full circle. This is also the only time we see Carly in a turbo duel. You're now the desperate one. That's right. Desperate to get the old Carly back. And there's no way I'll be denied. Carly only appears in one panel in the manga. And she's only part of the crowd and that's it. Sorry if I'm especially loud, my ears are plugged as it's that time of year again. Happens every year because of allergies. Carly is still using her fortune ladies. But this time, naturally, she has a Earthbound Immortal. And that is Earthbound Immortal Azlapiscu, which is a dark attribute level 10 winged beast effect monster with 2500 attack points and 2500 defense points. There can only be one Earthbound Immortal monster on the field. If there is no face-up field spell card on the field, destroy this card. Your opponent cannot target this card for attacks. This card can attack your opponent directly. When this face-up card leaves the field, except by its own effect, destroy as many face-up monsters your opponent controls as possible. And if you do, inflict 800 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed. Kind of like a monster watered down monster version of Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy at the end. And you have to the graveyard special summon one level 1 monster from your hand or deck. What do we have? Red Dragon Archfiend and Majestic Red Dragon, which is basically Jack's version of Yusei's Majestic Star Dragon. Keep in mind that the Majestic Dragon Tuner and both Majestic Red Dragon and Majestic Star Dragon only appear when the Crimson Dragon helps Yusei and Jack respectively. And how you can tell that happens is that the marks of all the signers disappear and appear on the back of the one that the dragon is granting power to aid it. Majestic Red Dragon is a level 10 dark attribute dragon type synchro effect monster with 4,000 attack points and 3,000 defense points. Requires Majestic Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, and a non-tuner monster. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. After damage calculation, if this card attacks, destroy all defense position monsters on the field. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, negate its effects. And if you do, this card gains attack equal to that monster's attack points. These changes last until the end of this turn. During the end phase, target one Red Dragon Archfiend in your graveyard. Return this card from the field to the extra deck, then special summon that target. So again, another one-time use, but you do get Red Dragon Archfiend back, which is a fairly powerful synchro monster. Oh, we already have Majestic Dragon. Level 8. Let's get a Resonator on the field. Dark Resonator. Let's go ahead and set this since this card cannot be destroyed once per turn. Now, let's go ahead and talk a bit about Sect from the month. Sect, like in the case of Callan, gets called on by the basically calls on the calls on the Skeleton Knight in order to get a powerful card. And the Skeleton Knight also chooses Sect as his own champion and is handed a Dual Dragon, which of course also changes Sect to be to basically the Dual Dragon does corrupt Sect to where instead of valuing his friendship and rivalry with Yusei, he starts hating everyone that looked down on him and even starts hating Yusei for secretly looking down on him, which wasn't true. Yusei had to of course break this because thanks to the help of Stardust Spark Dragon. And Sect's Dual Dragon is Beelze of the Diabolic Dragons, which is a dark attribute level 8 dragon type synchro effect monster with 3,000 attack points and 3,000 defense points. Requires one dark tuner, one or more non-tuner. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. If you take damage from an attack involving this card, or from an opponent's card effect, this card gains attack points equal to the damage you took. So basically near invincible. And of course, the cards do later get kind of upgraded versions. BL's does, and the Skeleton Knights does as well. But I will be getting that later. Uh-oh. Let's see. Deck of Defense become its level times 400. This is not going well. Yeah, I figured. Let's try that again. Okay, let's see if you play that field spell. And sure enough, you do. So, goodbye. Yeah, I'm gonna save Call of the Haunted for... Oh, that's right! I'm forced to attack with Red Dragon Archfiend, otherwise I lose the monster. I need Majestic Dragon. Then I can summon Majestic Red Dragon. Oh, there's Red Dragon Archfiend. Wait. Oh, it's only when the card is normal summoned. Okay. Okay, I'm holding out a lot better than I did before. You're a Bow Fader. Let's go ahead and switch you to defense mode, since you have higher defense points than you do attack points, and go for the direct attack, which is another Fiendish Chain. Oh, nothing. Fiendish Chain does not allow him to attack. Go into defense. Normally, Mad Archfiend would go into defense the moment it's attacked, but because of Fiendish Chain, that effect no longer works, so I had to do it manually. Oh, nothing. Another dead hand. Bring back Red Dragon Archfiend. It's over. Carly, Carly! Just hang in there, Carly. You hear me? Yes, Jack. I hear you. You're gonna make it through this. I know, Jack. I will. But not here. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to bring you back. I'll never give up hope. And I'll never stop fighting for you, Carly. I know, Jack. That's why you're my number one. Now then, I'm afraid it's time I get going. Goodbye, Jack. I won't ever forget everything that you did for me. During the duel, Carly, thanks to the power of the Earthbound Immortals, gave Jack an illusion where he lost, became a Dark Signer, and became ruler of the world with Carly as his queen. Which, of course, but he snaps out of it and defeats Carly anyway. Truth and consequences. All but one Dark Signer remained, and it was up to Akiza to take her down. Misty Treadwell. Misty uses a reptile deck. And she wants to defeat the Arcadia movement because the Arcadia movement made her brother disappear. Basically, any psychic duelist that didn't live up to expectations mysteriously disappeared. And she blames Sayer and Akiza for all of that. And the reason why she blames Akiza is because Akiza is the one who went up to Misty's brother and told him about the Arcadia movement and actually encouraged him to join. But of course she doesn't. Of course she does remember doing that to a lot of potential psychic duelists like her brother, but she didn't really know him by name. Splendid Rose and Black Rose Dragon. Card cannot be destroyed by battle. The attack of any monster that battles this card becomes 0 at the end of that battle phase. During your end phase, change this face of defense position card on the field to face of attack position. Oh, no. No point. Misty's Earthbound Immortal. It's Earthbound Immortal Karehua, which is a dark attribute level 10 reptile effect monster with 2800 attack points and 1800 defense points. There can only be one Earthbound Immortal monster on the field. If there's no face-up field spell card on the field, destroy this card. Your opponent cannot target this card for attacks. This card can attack your opponent directly. If this card is destroyed by a card effect except by its own effect, destroy all cards on the field. Each time a spell card is activated, gain 500 life points immediately after it resolves. No point. Six, seven. Ooh, yes, I can synchro summon. You can destroy all cards on the field. No point. Zero. Ah. That creature. Damn it! I held it down for too long again. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't matter, would it? Yeah, no, only plant-type monsters. Remove from play one reptilian monster from your graveyard. Special summon 2 reptilian tokens. Reptile type, earth attribute, level 1 with 0 attack and defense points to your side of the field. Let's do evil porn. I win. What's happening? Why is the earth shaking? Look, over there. Yusei actually ran into Sayer, who actually did survive the fall during this duel, and actually confessed to everything in front of Yusei. And Yusei's duel disc had, like, you know, some sort of communicator or, you know, some type of bug in it. And both Akiza and Misty both learned the truth about Sayer, what happened to Misty's brother, and Akiza even realized that, oh hey, I was just being used. But she does find friends in the signers, so like actual legitimate friends. After this, the Arcadia movement is basically gone. Look, over there. Another dark signer? But who could it be? I don't know, but I have a feeling we're about to find out. Final duel of the day, of the video rather. Signs of Doom. The signers failed to defeat all the dark signers before sunset, and the king of the netherworld arose. Yusei and the other signers were transported by the Crimson Dragon to Rex Goodwin's location. Isn't this the temple underneath Goodwin's mansion? The king of the netherworld is heading this way. But what for? I don't know. In that case, allow me to explain. You may have succeeded in defeating the dark signers, but not in time to close the doors to the netherworld. The king of the netherworld is coming here for the ritual. What ritual? The ritual that has been carried out at this temple for many millennia. This ritual duel will allow me to become all-powerful and rule the world. I will crush you signers and send you all to the netherworld. In turn, the king of the netherworld will do my bidding, and my ultimate plan will at last be set in motion. Now then, will you agree to this duel, or will you not? Sure, it being you means that monster goes bye-bye. Sounds fair to me. but you wretched signers are the ones who will be getting the beating. By the way, Rex Goodwin is the final signer. This is the duel where Yusei inherits the Crimson Dragon head mark, and Crow gets the Crimson Dragon tail mark. We'll see. Let's do this. He basically, yeah, big shocker. Rex Goodwin is the bad guy. He basically wants ultimate power. So he wants the power of both the Crimson Dragon and the Dark Signers. But it's like oil and water. It doesn't mix. Rex Goodwin's Earthbound Immortal is Earthbound Immortal Ririkocha Raska, which is a dark attribute level 10 Winged Beast effect monster with 100 attack points and 100 defense points. There can only be one Earthbound Immortal monster on the field. If there's no face-up field spell on the field, destroy this card. Your opponent's monsters cannot target this card for attacks. This card can attack directly. If this card is normal summon, target 1 to 3 cards you control, but not more than your opponent has in their hand. Shuffle them into the deck, then discard the same number of random cards from your opponent's hand, or as many as possible. If you do, this card gains 1,000 attack points for each card discarded by this effect. And keep in mind is that even though this duel shows it's Yusei versus Rex, this is actually not the case. This is actually a turbo duel, where for once, Rex Goodwin's actually not in a duel runner, but it's 3-on-1. Crow, Yusei, and Jack versus Rex. What do we got? Stardust Dragon, Majestic Star Dragon, Junk Warrior, and Junk Archer. So, I think now's as good a time as any to talk a bit about the manga. In the manga, the Skeleton Knight is revealed to be Roman Goodwin, Rex Goodwin's brother. And the story between Rex and Roman are actually very different. In the anime, Roman and Rex Goodwin were lab assistants, as explained in this show, or in the game rather, are lab assistants to Yusei's father that worked and did research on the NRD reactor. However, in the manga, Rex and Roman Goodwin were actually orphaned kids from the ancient past. However, they were, orphans. And they were dating back like 5,000 years? So, Rex has basically been alive for a total of 5,000 years. It's not really revealed how he's remained alive for that long, but the only option is to really increase my defenses. So it's assumed it's because of the ultimate god, which is like, the main big bad of, like, the actual main power of Rex, they basically get adopted by a girl who adopts them as their adoptive brothers, and she's the one who named them Rex and Roman Goodwin, respectively. What happens at some point is that their sister disappears without a trace, and she's also a priestess. And she's raised Rex and Roman to be priests. They find out that she was used as a sacrifice to prevent the ultimate god from being revived. I lost. However, Rex and Roman were encouraged to summon the ultimate god because the story was that if the ultimate god was summoned, then a wish shall be granted. And they want their sister back. Rex basically becomes power hungry over time, probably also because of the ultimate god's influence, and Roman straight up dies, and is later returned as the Skeleton Knight. Rex Goodwin's Dual Dragon is Ascension Sky Dragon, which is a light attribute level 10 dragon type synchro effect monster with question mark attack points and 3,000 defense points. Requires one tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters. If this card is synchro summoned, it gains 800 attack for each card currently in your hand. When this card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card and sent to the graveyard, if all the monsters that were used for the synchro summon in this card are in your graveyard, you can special summon all of them, but their effects are negated. You can only use the effect of Ascension Sky Dragon once per turn. The Skeleton Knights, also Roman Goodwin's, aka Roman Goodwin's Dual Dragon, is Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon. It is a dark attribute level 8 dragon type fusion effect monster with 3,000 attack points and 0 defense points. Requires 2 zombie monsters. Must first be fusion summoned. Monsters cannot be destroyed by battle with this card. At the end of the damage step, if this card battled a monster that has an original level, the monster's attack becomes 0. Also, if that monster is still face up on the field, special summon 1 Dark Soul token, which is zombie type dark attribute level unknown, attack unknown with 0 defense points. When summoned, its level and attack become equal to the original level attack of the monster. You can only control 1 Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon. Yeah, that's it. So, the Rex ultimately does succeed in awakening the ultimate god, which the mark of the ultimate god, believe it or not, is the mark of the Crimson Dragon. So in the anime, The Crimson Dragon is an ally, a benevolent god that wants peace brought about the world and the darkness to go away, to be gone. In the manga, the Crimson Dragon is actually the first form of the ultimate god, not its true form. And is basically evil. They wanted to try to bring in the Crimson Dragon into the game, into the manga, since the Crimson Dragon was, you know, the mark of they want, since, you know, the mark is since the Crimson Dragon is, like, you know, the face of the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's. But since signers weren't a thing, they decided to, I think it was the lead designer of the manga, pitched it to his bosses, to the ones behind the manga, to kind of have the ultimate god basically be the Crimson Dragon. And they loved the idea, actually. They absolutely loved the idea. So that's what they did. The first form of the ultimate god is Ultimaya Zoken. It should look familiar if you have seen the anime. It is a dark attribute, level 0, which I think is like the only card I know of that is a level 0. Dragon type synchro effect monster with 0 tap points and 0 defense points. This card's original level is always treated as 12. Cannot be synchro summoned. Must be special summoned from your extra deck by sending 2 level 5 or higher monsters you control with the same level to the graveyard. 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner. Once per turn, when a spell or trap card or cards is set on your field, except during the damage step, you can special summon 1 power tool synchro monster or 1 level 7 or 8 dragon synchro monster from your extra deck, while you control another synchro monster. Monsters cannot target this card for attacks. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. So, basically, it's taking the effects of the manga. Rex basically brainwashed the main cast dual dragons, and which allowed him to special summon it. Yusei managed to take those dragons back and free them from the mind control, and used Stardust Spark Dragon, which is a synchro tuner monster, in order to defeat the ultimate god. After the ultimate god was defeated, Rex, Roman, and his sister could finally pass on. As for sects, dual dragons, and there's no point. I'm only gonna take chip damage. I might as well take the damage. As for Romans and Sex dual dragons, the only dual dragons that were brainwashed was Yusei's, Crows, which we'll get into later, Leo's, Luna's, oh no, not Yusei's. It's Akiza's, Crows, which again we'll get into later, Leo's, Luna's, and Jack's. Yusei did not lose his dual dragon to mind control. The other dual dragons, though, Callan's, Sex, Rex, and Roman's dual dragons served the ultimate god willingly and were not brainwashed at all. But Sect's upgraded dual dragon is Beelzeus of the Diabolic Dragons, which is a dark attribute level 10 dragon type synchro effect monster with 4,000 attack points and 4,000 defense points. Requires 1 dark tuner and 2 or more non-tuners. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Other monsters you control cannot attack. Once per turn, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls. Any melee damage your opponent takes from attacks involving this card this turn is halved. Also, change that monster's attack to 0. And if you do, gain life points equal to its original attack. And Roman Goodwin's upgraded dual dragon is Dragacytos Corrupted Nether Soul Dragon, which is a dark attribute level 10 dragon type synchro effect monster with 4,000 attack points and 2,000 defense points. Requires 1 dark tuner and 1 non-tuner dragon type monster. Cannot be destroyed by battle. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can activate this effect. This card can make a second attack on an opponent's monster in a row. During your standby phase, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes half its current attack, and if it does, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that lost attack points. Okay, this is what, attempt number 3? Uh-oh. Okay. It is not the Earthbound Immortal. I was worried that it was the Earthbound Immortal. Another Sun Dragon. Okay, that minimized damage. That should be enough attack points. Yes. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. Every time that card is destroyed, the monster that destroyed it also is destroyed. Another garbage lord. Why would he pay 2,000 if he only needs to pay 1,000? That's a level 5. Oh, he's not using Mausoleum of the Emperor. He's using his own effect. I might as well take the least amount of damage possible. Yeah, Rex Goodwin is rough. Wait, why put Shining Angel in defense mode? Damn, another Synchro Blast Wave. Can't do anything about that. Let's try to keep my defense alive as much as possible. Still not a good card. It'll last, but... no point. Can't be destroyed twice per turn. And I can't use Majestic Dragon for a Synchro Summon except to Synchro Summon a Majestic Synchro Monster. Which there are only two of, Majestic Star Dragon and Majestic Red Dragon. This is another stalemate. I'm stalling for as long as I can. Target Synchro Summon monsters gain 500 attack for each Synchro Material monster used to summon it until the end phase. I need a tuner. Not this. I think the AI might be programmed to attack face-up monsters first. So no matter what, he's going to try to destroy Shield Wing. This has become a stall duel. This episode might be over an hour. Even with editing. Another Shield Wing? I don't need you. Moondragon Quila. Speed Warrior. Again, not really what I need. Are all my tuners gone? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. All my junk synchrons are gone. I still have a quick draw sync. I still have some quick draw synchrons in there. No, my luck, it's at the bottom of the deck. Come on, I'm so close. Wait, why? Nope. Nope. I should still have quick draw synchron, so he's probably at the bottom of this deck, so this is gonna take a while. Sending away his Earthbound Immortal to special summon the Tricky. And there goes a slowdown. With shielding, I can block up to 4 attacks, buddy. Max Warrior. I might actually just let one of my monsters get destroyed this time. Gains 400 attack, which would be 400 more than this. I'd win. All I have to do is just let one of my monsters get destroyed. His field is entirely full. There's nothing he can actually do unless he wants to sacrifice his monsters. Yep, here's a slowdown. Here's a really big slowdown. And of course, you move that to defense. No attack. Damn. He healed himself really fast. Let's just try to face now. Fire Ant Escator. A 1,000, so he's summoning a level 5 or 6. Oh, is he really going to attack with everyone? No point. No point. Block you. No, I see what you're trying to do here. Yeah, I knew it. I went. Oh boy. After the battle with Rex Goodwin, the Signer summoned the Crimson Dragon and destroyed the King of the Netherworld. Yusei awoke in a strange location. Where am I? Goodwin, is that really you? Not just me. Hello, brother. I'm so happy to see you again. It feels as though it's been an eternity. Yeah, they're using the Dark Signer design, but he's no longer under the Dark Signer's influence. Indeed. Where are we? In between the light and the darkness, you say. A place of peace. And it's all thanks to you. The bonds we form really are all that matters in life. You say, take care. Now if you'll excuse us, my brother and I have some catching up to do. In the next episode, we start the next chapter in Yusei's story in French Twist. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.